come and share with you some of my favorite on-the-go snacks to take with us and help us stay on track and keep it clean as a family, as a mom, as a busy mom. So I wanted to share with you because I get a lot of questions about my kids either don't want to have what I'm having, or I'm on the go a lot, I just don't even know what to pack or how to stay on track, so fast food is the easiest. So these are the ways that I've adapted, and keep in mind that where I started my journey was just getting to know some of these things just like you are right now. And if you ever want help getting on a more mindful track with your food choices and helping transition your family, I offer clean eating challenges once a month, and they're free. You're always welcome to join them. So one of the things that I always keep in mind is that whenever it's the season, I look for what's fresh. That's a great way to start your clean eating journey, is to just get in tune with what's fresh, what's local, what's of the moment. And in the summertime, it's the easiest, right? Because we have amazing fruits and veggies, and I love to hit up the local farmers market. We make it a family day event, and it's just a great experience to kind of teach McKenna and get her involved in the process, but also to explore some different kinds of fruits, which I'm going to share a few with you today that you might have not heard of before. So we're getting ready for a boat trip, and I bring a lot of fresh veggies and fruits with us, obviously, but I have some other snacks too that you might be able to see your kids getting on board with. I'm also on a 3-day cleanse, so this is day 1 for me. It's not a starvation cleanse, so I'm going to be able to indulge in some of these amazing yummy treats too. I'm just going to be doing it differently than my family, which is another thing that I get a lot of questions about. My family is eating one way and I'm trying to eat another. How can I transition them, or how do I prepare 2 different kinds of meals? So this is how I've gone about it, and I'll share a few of my insights with you in this video. But I'll get started with what I pack. So I'm not on a starvation type cleanse. I'm not a starvation type girl. You don't want to be around me if I haven't eaten. I get hangry. So I have my superfoods every morning, and on this type of cleanse, you do have fresh fruits and veggies throughout the day as well. So I have myself packed some organic carrot sticks and cucumbers all sliced up, ready to go. I can also have fats, healthy fats. And so for my fat, I'm choosing this almond butter, which is much like a hummus, but it's made with almonds instead of garbanzo beans, and it's flavored with a little chipotle. So this will be kind of my afternoon snack that I'm allowed to have, and it's super yummy. My family, on the other hand, will probably want something with a little bit more crunch. My daughter does love cucumbers, so she'll probably steal some of those from me. But I also pick up these sweet potato chips. I get the organic ones. These were from Whole Foods, but I've seen them other places, the commissary. A lot more supermarkets are carrying these types of options. So I'll pick those up, just a small bag, and then her and my husband can enjoy that. Also fruits. So some of the fruits that I picked up, I do blueberries and raspberries in this season, organic, because those are one of the dirty 30s. So if you have ever looked at the list where there's you can Google it, but there's lists where it tells you which fruits you should try to get organic and which ones it's a little bit more safe to not go organic if you're trying to decide and budget. But I find that at Costco, you can get these bigger size containers of berries organic for a lot cheaper, and we're here on an island, so our price point is a lot more anyways, so that's a great, more cost-effective option for me. McKenna loves Rainier cherries, so I did pick up some of those for her, and we all love organic nectarines. So I have those along with grapes, washing them all real well, whether they're organic or not, and just putting them in little dishes. I even make a little berry, like grapes, berries, all together in that little container, so we can share that. Another thing that I picked up at the farmer's market this last weekend is dragon fruit. So as you can see, there's 2 different kinds. There's white and red. And so I make these little fun bowls, and this is something that we eat more at home, but I still can dice up some of the pitaya and put it in with my berry bowl. But these are just, you take the actual shell, you just cut it in half, and then you run your a little knife around the edge of it, loosening it, and then you can just pop it right out of there. And it's much, it tastes much like a kiwi, I guess you would say. And so you just chop it up, and it's really yummy, and it makes a fun little bowl. McKenna loves that. I find if I get her involved in the process of picking out these fruits and getting her to try new things and making it fun, like these little bowls here, then she enjoys it a lot more. We always, and I carry in my purse everywhere I go, dried organic mango. I bring these little slices. They're not sweetened, but they're great ways for her. When I was a kid, I always had fruit roll-ups. Does anybody remember fruit roll-ups? And they're still out there, fruit snacks and fruit roll-ups. This is my answer to that. So simple swaps. Swaps for something that's more processed and sugary for something that's more natural sugars. So we use this instead of fruit snacks. I also bring, instead of chips, if I need something salty, I've gotten into seaweed. And don't turn your nose up to it until you've tried it. Roasted seaweed with sea salt, super yummy, and it gives me that little crunch, it gives me a little salt. It's one of my favorite snacks, and I can keep those in the car. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. But while we're on that, I do keep a little cooler in the back of the car so that if I do want to pack some of these fresh fruits and we're going to be adventuring or doing play groups or running errands, I have a little cooler in the back of the car where I throw some of these things that are just pre-prepped and ready to go. I'll also, when I come on the boat, bring some salsa. We do make our own, super simple to make things like this, and I have lots of recipes in my clean eating group for you to try if you ever decide to do one of those for us, but you can always look it up online too. Go to Pinterest, homemade salsa recipes. Just putting in that extra little bit of time to make your own makes it fresh. You know what's going into it. You know there's no added sugars. You know there's no added junk, and that's really what cleaning things up is all about. Another thing I do is homemade granola. This is grain-free granola. It's got almond slivers and some seeds, and it's seasoned with cinnamon. And another one that I just recently found that I love, love, love is called Perfect Balance Trail Mix. This was found at Whole Foods. It's got all kinds of raw nuts, pistachios, you've got almonds, cashews, I think there's a couple mac nuts in there. You've got pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, or not sesame seeds, sesame seeds. And then you've got little chunks of raw cacao, which gives you just that little chocolatey taste without it being sweetened chocolate. And so it kind of gives you that nice balance. So I love those. That is what I pack. For our family on this particular boat trip, I know my husband and daughter are gonna want a sandwich-esque type thing, but we use, if I do pick out meats, which, you know, we've phased a lot out of meats, but we have ham on hand because, I mean, my husband's from North Carolina, what you gonna do? I have hardwood, smoked, uncured, no nitrites, and no nitrites added. Those are the big things that you look for in meats. If you can find them with minimal processing and no nitrites, that's what you wanna look for. So I picked this up. This one I got at the commissary, actually. So I have those and just some little round tortillas, and they'll make just little ham rolls, and that'll be enough for them on the boat. We've got plenty of fruits, plenty of snacks to just nosh on. We'll be active anyways, and then they can have their little ham rolls and they'll be good to go. So that is what I pack, you guys, and that's typically any variation of what I've shared with you here is what you'll find on any given day in the cooler in the back of my car or when we go on these day trip adventures so that we stay on track and keep it clean. So I hope that you found that helpful. Please comment or message below if you have any questions or you're interested in partaking in one of my clean eating challenges to start your journey and become more mindful about food and your family, and I'll be happy to connect with you. I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.